Hey, what up world? It's your girl Kelly Howard and welcome back to my vlog, or welcome to my vlog if this is your first time. It is very late here in Chicago right now. It is actually 1:30, so I'm gonna just do this vlog really quick and then I'm gonna go to bed. I just left my 2 shows at the Comedy Bar. It was lit, but it is a lot of snow here. We got like 6 or 8 inches of snow here in Chicago this week and it's been crazy, which is why I can't wait till next week when I'm gonna be in Alabama at the Stardome. So if you in the area, February 14th through the 18th, your girl is gonna be in your city. I'm kind of salty though, because I wanted to see Black Panther on the release day, but I'm not going to see Black Panther in Alabama. I'm sorry. Like, I know that we're progressive in this country. We're trying to be better, but at the end of the day, people are still racist as hell. And I'm not finna get shot up at a movie theater in Alabama. I got shit to do when I get back to Chicago. So no, thank you. But anywho, it's been a crazy week here. But I just want to say that I am like so thankful. Let me tell you about progress. I've been doing stand-up for almost 12 years now, and I've been acting, and I've taken classes at Second City, and I've really just gotten my feet wet over the years in understanding what this whole industry is. It's a lot to understand about it. And right now it's pilot season, and I am super excited because I've gotten sent out on so many auditions just even in the last week, which is progress because last year Chicago wasn't popping like this, and now we are popping right now for movie and films, and it's just freaking amazing. So round of applause, Chicago, for upping your game, and thank you agents and managers for making sure that a bitch get work. I appreciate it. I wanted to give an update too on my vision. I never gave an update on that video. I posted a video like in December about me losing my vision because of the multiple sclerosis, and I never gave an update, and I promised some of my multiple sclerosis people that I would, some of those people that's also struggling with the illness. So heads up, my vision is back. As we can see, what did I do? I didn't take steroids or anything like that. And I had another friend who knows somebody that has multiple sclerosis, and he could not believe that I didn't take anything for it. And he was like, well, what did you do? Well, what I did was I basically just changed my freaking diet like crazy. Like, I stopped eating anything that could possibly be bad for me. If I can't pronounce it, I don't eat it. Well, I ain't gonna say that completely, because in this gluten bread, it's like one of the words that I can't pronounce, but I think that's just more me not knowing how to pronounce it than it is not being a pronounceable word. But it's very, the diet is super important, and I noticed that when I changed my diet, I automatically started feeling better. Like, I haven't had eggs in almost a month, and I don't know what the deal is with eggs, but I read something about it, and I just automatically shut them out my diet. Now, it has been a process. It has been like a constant process of trying to figure out what I can eat and what I can't eat, and some of the benefits of that is I've lost a little bit of weight because I'm just like, I'm a little picky. I don't know if I should eat that. Let me get some greens then, if that's the case. So that's a benefit, but I did change my diet, and it has worked. My vision has come back. It has been in and out. Like, I'll have my moments when, like, if I eat an edible or something like that, I'll have like double vision, or I'll have a moment where I have to stand and collect myself. But I don't know if that's the weed or if that's just the actual neurological dysfunction happening. But at the end of the day, my vision is somewhat back for the most part. And I'm very, excuse me, I just belched on camera, like, so what? And I'm, Jesus Christ. I'm really excited that it is back, because not that, I mean, obviously I'm excited, but I'm really excited that I was able to take control of it in my own hands by changing my diet and by being mindful with what I eat and what I put into my body. And I don't think I really even cared that much about what food I ate, like I may have, but at the end of the day, I would stop at like a Burger King or McDonald's and grab some fries real quick. And the truth is diet is super duper important with an illness like multiple sclerosis. In addition to that, also your mind, right? Your stress levels is super important. And thankfully, I've had such a meditation practice for over 500 days. So that has been something that is a little bit more balanced, but I do still have my days. Like 2 days ago, I was just a hot mess. Like, I woke up angry. I was just mad all day. I was racing through traffic. People was getting in front of me. I was flicking people off. Like I was just having one of those days, and it was the day that I felt my worst, and I had to like check myself and say, Kelly, you know, for one, what are you mad at? And for two, this is not beneficial to your health in the long term. Like you really have to monitor this. It's important to be mindful when it comes down to your sanity. And so that's what I've had to do. So for anybody out there struggling with a long-term illness, or especially MS, what I've seen to help with me and has given me the best results is just being very, very mindful of what I eat, and making sure that I'm mindful of my behavior and just where I'm letting my mind roam to. I'm not getting too stressed out, too frustrated, too anxious, any of those things. Trying to be in control of that at all times is super important. Exercising is also super important. So that's something that I also did, was I've stepped my exercise game up. Before, you know, I've always been fairly fit because I ran track in high school and I played basketball, so I always kind of had that athletic body. So when you have that, you don't stress as much in the later years about working out. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but it needs to be an emphasis, and I've had to, you know, come to realize that from other things like my knees hurting or joints hurting, and I'm like, okay, I'm freaking 36. Like, I should not feel like this. So I've started yoga, I've started back exercising regularly, like not just 2 times a week, but like 4 to 5 times a week, staying very consistent with that. So that is what's helped for the people that was wondering about my vision. It's back, and those are the things that I did. I didn't take any steroids. I just really started to focus on my diet, my mental health, and my exercising. I am gonna go to the doctor soon though, just because I think I need a checkup. But we just got health insurance again. So hi, I'm excited that I have the ability to do that now. Yeah, so I want to talk about that. I also want to talk a little bit about friendship, and then I'm going to end this vlog because I am so tired. I've performed 3 shows tonight, and 2 in which I headlined, so that's 45 minutes of comedy, and I'm just exhausted. And I've been working on these scripts all day long because a bitch is blessed. What? And yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun right now. But I want to talk a little bit about friendship, because I know a lot of people say they want a good friendship. Like, you see a lot of people post like hashtag friendship goals and all that, but what I don't think people understand is that in order to get a good friend, you gotta kind of be a good friend. And I'm just now starting to learn this in my 30s. You know, I've always kind of been a loner, or I either had a gang of male friends that I was just a tomboy growing up anyway, so I was cool with that. But now that I do prefer the company of females, and just that whole, you know, energy of just being able to exchange stories and just having that camaraderie, right? I'm noticing that a lot of that comes from the type of friend that I am. You know, if I show up as a good friend, then that is the kind of friend that I typically get back. I had a friend stay with me this week, and it was so much fun just talking to her and dealing with her, and she was going through a little something, and I was genuinely a friend. I was listening to her, hearing her out, and trying to be there and respond to her in the best way I could, not trying to impose my views or my ideas of what I thought was best for her, you know, just trying to maybe just comfort her in the best way I can. And that is super duper important. You know, we as friends, we usually be like, well, bitch, this is what you need to do, you know, and that's cool, but everybody are at different stages in their life. And sometimes you just need to support your friend. Sometimes you just need to be there with them, even if that means in silence, where you just sit there, or maybe you just go out. You know, the first thing I did after I picked her up from the airport is I ran to the store and got a bottle of wine. I'm like, you know what, we just gonna chill out, we gonna relax. Like, that's me being the best friend that I know how to be in that moment. It's just like, you know what, let me get something to relax you so we can chill out and talk and have fun and take your mind off the bullshit that you're going through. That's important. You know, I feel like I haven't been always a good friend over the years, like, you know, very selfishly and focused and indulged on my own life. And you notice that when you get older, those friendships start to separate, and they get further and further and further apart. And then you're like, well, where are all my friends? And the issue is you haven't been a good friend. So, you know what I mean? Like, friends don't just disappear. Like, you do have your lives, and you start to, you know, work on those lives independently, but you always have that comeback. And that's like super important that you have that. You need that through motherhood. You need that through career life, you just need that. You just need good friends that you know have your back and support you and want the best for you. You need people rooting for you. You know, I know it's a lot of INDEPENDENT, but you know what that means, type of people. I did just spell independent. I used to have a joke like that, so that's the only reason why that came up. But I know that there's a lot of people out here that's independent, but the reality is we're interdependent people. We're interdependent beings, and we need one another. So to be a friend is to have a friend, and that's just it. That's the message. You know, you want a friend, be a friend, and that means just basic laws, just basic universal laws: honesty, trust, commitment, loyalty. You know, don't go spreading niggas' business that you shouldn't be spreading. Don't go posting nothing you shouldn't be posting about them. Don't say things behind their back when they're not present that you wouldn't say to their face. And I know people say shitty shit behind people's back, and then they say, but I would tell her to her face. Well, then why don't you just wait to say it when she's around? Like, don't say anything negative about a person unless they're present and you're willing to face that right then and there. You know, it's just simple things that I've noticed that some women don't do, and then they complain about not having friends, or they post these pictures, #friendship goals, and I'm like, yeah, but this is why you're not being a friend. A week ago you posted a, you know, paragraph long message about a friend on Facebook. That's not being a friend. Yeah. So yeah, if you want a friend, be a friend, period. I'm really tired, so I'm gonna end this. This is my second vlog. I told you I'm gonna be consistent. I am. I really am. I'm gonna post at least once a week, and we'll do other fun stuff throughout these vlogs as soon as I get the hang of it and I understand what the fuck I'm doing. Right now, I'm just loving to talk, so that's what I'm doing, and you know, we'll see where it goes. But thank you for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. You are loved. If not by me, by someone. And I appreciate you guys. Make sure you come check me out this week. I'm gonna be in Alabama at the Star Dome, February 14th through the 18th. I can't wait to get up out this cold ass weather. It's 70 degrees in Alabama right now. I know that I'm gonna have to deal with a little bit of racism, but I am excited to have a little bit of heat in addition to the racism. I'll take it, because right now it's cold as hell and I still deal with racism. I don't want it. So hopefully if you guys are in the South and you're in that area, you'll come check me out at the Star Dome, February 14th through the 18th. All right, guys. See you next time. Deuces.